guys, Thunderhound369 here with a little video response to Lunacy05's 10 questions. Trying to get to know his friends a little bit better. Good on you, mate. So I done shot this once. Way long. So let me make sure I got everything in order. Camera check, six-pack check, questions check, someone from Czechoslovakia is a check, and as always, common sense is unchecked at the door, knocking, trying to get in. Ha! I hate common sense. Okay, question number 1. Aside from popular characters, which Marvel DC villains are your favorite? Marvel would be the Wrecking Crew, plain and simple. DC would be any of the Flash's rogues. I love the Flash, I love the rogues. Captain Cold, Heatwave, even his more obscure characters like Rainbow Raider. I love the rogues. So, those are my favorites. Number 2, what shows, other than Star Wars and Star Trek, sci-fi shows from the 80s and 90s are your favorites? Buck Rogers, Battlestar Galactica, Doctor Who. I could even go further back and say Lost in Space. Number 3, what other fantasy shows, movies from the 80s and 90s other than Lord of the Rings are your favorite? When it comes to shows, I would have to say The Visionaries, Knights of the Magical Light, Labyrinth, The Never-Ending Story. I always did like The Never-Ending Story. So, number 4, if Hasbro and Mattel make a new superhero villain character for Marvel or DC Universe, which character would you like to see and why? For Marvel, for me it'd be simple. For Marvel, I would love to see more of more heralds for Galactus, such as Airwalker or Terrax, you know, his heralds. For DC, the rogues, again, going back to the rogues, and the new characters that just were introduced in the new Flash series, the Renegades, Commander Cold, and Mirror Monarch, or Heat Stroke. I'd like to see them release the Renegades in a box set, maybe. Number 5, which G.I.Joe line are you fond of collecting and why? Well, I'm fond of collecting the, I'm a casual G.I. Joe collector. I mean, I'm not straightforward, gotta have, you know, to me it would be the 25th anniversary line, because the artwork on the cards go back to the 80s. I really like that. So, as far as collecting any one particular G.I. Joe line, it would have to be the 25th anniversary line. I really like just the card art. Number 6, which toy line from the 80s are your favorite, and do you still collect them? Now, I don't know if he wanted to specify this as just one specific toy line, or if he means it as a branching out to different toy lines. Because specifically, I started out with Transformers, and yes, I still collect Transformers to this very day. As I look around my scrawny, puny room, maybe one of these days I'll be able to get out of it with a lot more space. But other than Transformers, m.a.s.k. m.a.s.k. was by far my second favorite toy line. You know, I'm looking at the Rhino and Slingshot over there, and every time I look over and see Rhino, I'm just wow. other toy lines that I have from the 80s, I do have a couple others, you know, but they just don't fascinate me as much as M.a.s.k. or Transformers or the old Centurions toy line. I know a friend of mine just showed me some stuff that he bought on eBay. It had some the old Sky Commanders, the things that had like the strings and the ropes and the crap that strung all over your room. And no, I never did I liked the show, but I didn't like the toys. Where was I at? What? Okay. I'll be done in a minute. I'll put the jacket back on in a minute. I promise. The one that crosses your arms. Man, if you guys ever have to wear one of those, you don't want your nose to itch. That's a pain in the butt. Go, Clint. No. No, stop it. Give me time. I'm asking questions. Number 7. What genre of horror movie preference is your favorite and why? What genre? Ooh, boy, when it comes to horror movies, oh geez Louise. Zombies. Definitely zombies. I mean, zombies are kind of like, you know, end of the world apocalyptic disaster movies all rolled into one. You know, because there's the old hacker slasher, the thrillers. So zombie. Definitely a zombie movie. Especially George Romero. I love George Romero. Number 8. Which DC characters would you like to see hit the big screen and why? Which character? Everybody's, you know, we can't include Green Lantern because we're getting that. We still got the rumors of the Justice League movie floating around. Blue Beetle is questionable. I'd really like to see that. It was the guy in the white coat again. Sorry. For me, Raven. I'd like to see a Raven movie. I really would. I like Raven. I mean, she's cool. The Angel of Darkness. You can't beat that. I'd like to see that. Or Teen Titans, for that matter, since she's a teen member. Which type of mecha franchise would you like to see hit the big screen? And the only thing that I could think of right off the bat was Exo Squad. I'd like to see Exo Squad. Given the opportunity, for number 10, to time travel, which time period would you visit? Why, and what's the first thing you would do? This question made me I shot this video once, and this question made me go way too long. So, quite simple. Easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I'd get the winning lottery tickets for this week. I'd jump back a couple days, pick up the winning lottery ticket, come back, and all I would do is I'd just keep using my time machine to keep going back to the 80s to buy all the cool toys. Simple. I'm not worried about going back to, you know, 1874 or trying to stop the Civil War or trying to go back and meet Caesar or going back like 10 seconds and trying to keep from burping, but not worried about going back trying to prevent the Titanic from sinking or stepping on a cockroach, or, you know, because they always say if you do go back in time, you might step on an earthworm or something, kill it, and prevent the internet. Who knows? Not worried about that. Just get the winning lottery numbers, come back, get the money, and just keep bouncing back and forth to the 80s and picking up all the cool, great, killer toys. That's it. That's all I would worry about. So guys, there's my 10 answers to Lunacy's 10 questions. And I'm going to go argue with the guy in the white coat. Hopefully he won't put that funky looking jacket on me again. So, this has been fun. Lunacy, thank you for the questions. You are welcome for the answers. Guys, if you've not checked out Lunacy05's channel, all I can say is you're missing out on a wonderful reviewer. The guy is awesome. He rocks. And this has been Thunderhound 369. There's a guy standing over there with a white coat. So, see y'all. I'm out of here.